2024 Australian Age Swimming Championships, live from the magnificent Gold Coast, where it's time again for the largest and most anticipated meet on the swimming calendar. It's time for the next generation of Aussie athletes to make their mark in the pool. More than 2,600 of them across 400 clubs will gather here at the iconic Gold Coast Aquatic Centre, ready for battle, stroke for stroke, to be crowned the next Australian Age Champion. And you've got the best seat in the house, right here, live and exclusive on 9 Now.
Best seats in the house is absolutely correct. We're here on the Gold Coast at Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. What a stunning place to be. The sun is out, the curtain is rising on the next generation of swimming superstars. It's the 2024 Australian Age Championships.
So much so, a little bit of pain on his face, but I'm sure he is stoked to come away with that Age Championships. We go into the girls, 16 years, 200 backstroke. Come on, 200 backstroke, we're on.
Yeah, this is where I shine here in the booth. I love my backstroke. Obviously, this was a very good swim this morning. We had a lot of the field is super close in this, but we saw Miller and Asquith in the same heat battle it out. We saw Munson out in that first heat. She's in lane 3. She looked super comfortable this morning. She wasn't pushed by anyone around her, so I wonder if she sort of backed off. But we both said she looked like she finished that race and it looked like she hadn't done much on the backstroke at all.
Yeah, no, she looked very easy. And you always shine in the booth, Em. Come on. It was great seeing the heat sims this morning. Just the top 10 going through to the final tonight. As we said, Ivy Miller, the fastest qualifier. We just saw her on screen before. Time of 2:16.71. Kaylee McEwen, the title holder, 2:06.76. A very swift time indeed for 16 years. But the tactics that we can see in the backstroke race, I think they're a bit different from the tactics in the 200 breaststroke. You can really push the start in the 200 back, can't you, Em?
Yeah, you can. I like to sort of go out in good relaxed speed and then sort of relax into that middle 100, and then that last 50 for me is go, go, go.
A little bit of an issue there with potentially the backstroke wedge.
So with those wedges, the athletes are in charge of putting the wedge at the level that they want. It starts off at 0, that's what it's set at, and you can put it 2 below 0 and 2 above. So have it below water level or above water level. The straps also have to come from behind and not in front. So you also have to make sure that you're looking at that when you go in. You're in charge of your own wedge, obviously. The officials do put them in, but you're in charge.
Much like the kicker plate, they can determine where to put that, forward or back. But we are ready to go now.
The girls are in the water. This is your 200 backstroke final. The girls 16 years. And what a start that was underwater for Munson. She really came up in front here. She's got about a head in front of everyone. We said she looked good this morning. I'm excited to see this race because I think now that she's in the pool and with those girls in that second heat that had a really good swim this morning, they'll give her something to chase, and she wants that this morning. She looks so good and she's going to use her skills too. She's great with her underwaters, which is really good to see.
Yeah, Sheldrick tight, very strong in that first 50 as well in lane 5. And I don't think she's going to have it all her own way. Munson out in lane 3. Just back a little bit is Ivy Miller, the fastest qualifier for this morning, and Asquith starting to push through as well. It looks like it's a battle of 3 coming down to the 100-metre mark. It will be at Munson in lane 3, taking them through in 1:04.04. Only 1 second behind our swimmers in 5 and 6. So not a lot in it, but Munson looking good in this third 50.
She doesn't look like she's pushing this middle 100. She has a good stroke rate, a little bit lower on the 50 just before, and it seems like she's sort of picked up the pace a little bit now as she's stuck on that lane rope a little bit there, but also that yellow I find is easier to see, so she might be stuck there because that's the lane rope that she can see out the corner of her eye. As she makes that last turn, she still gets well past the flags there. And here we go, here's that stroke rate. She's upped it a lot here as she heads down to the last 35.
Yeah, good third 25 also from Isabel Sheldrick. She pushed away from the rest of the field. I think she earned second place there. Now can she hold on to it in the last 50? But it will be Zoe Munson out in front. She pushed it in the first 50, pushed it in the second, the third, and now the last. With 5 to go, onto the wall. It is a Munson, 2:12.08. Sheldrick home second, 2:15.39, and Miller home third, 2:15.72. Very ecstatic Zoe Munson there. She is wrapped at that time, 2:12.08.
What a swim that was. Your title holder from last year, Jacqueline Barclay, obviously was on the world's team earlier this year. She went in 2:12.98 last year, so she's just beat that by almost a second, which is so good to see. She's happy about it. She's got fire on her suit, and that was a fire swim.
As we see the official results